So,
yeah, that's what I'm
but that's
saying.
what I do. I don't come in because I don't want to disturb you. You've come up to me, all right? Yeah. You've got better things to do than come and talk to me.
No, I've seen your channel. Is that?
You've seen my channel?
Yeah, is that, I think it's for YouTube. But
oh yes, I do. I am on YouTube. Hi folks, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hi. If you're a recent subscriber or returning visitor, thank you, first of all. Pretty overwhelmed by the support I've been shown. And hopefully we can do you another interesting, informative and entertaining video today. I'm Steve, I'll be your host and pilot for today, and this is another TrimAir audit. We're here today in Northfield, Milton Keynes, to take a look at Ball Corporation. Now this place caught my eye as I drove past. It had some interesting looking structures. It seems to be connected to Coca-Cola and the fizzy drinks place next door. Not quite sure. The drone will tell all, however. So here we are at one of the gates. This appears to be the Shift car park. Let's give you a look at plenty of signage here. Here's one, Ball Corporation, visitor and employee off to the left. We'll go and take a look at that in a moment. Shift car park straight ahead. Contractors, heavy goods, HGV and goods in off to the right, and we'll take a look at that in a moment as well. So here we are on the entrance, publicly accessible footpath. And we can see they've got a gated entrance here. And what's that if that's not an open gate, ladies and gentlemen? Look at that, that's not very secure, is it? Let's give you a look at that. You can walk right in if you wanted to, which we don't because we have no business here today. Although we could if you wanted to. But it does say it's for it's for contractors and shift workers, and we're none of those. Visitors entrance on the left. This would be a different story though, guys, if this was a visitor entrance. An open gate and a sign pointing in is a tacit invitation, and we can use our implied or assumed right of access to cross what is technically private property to do perfectly reasonable things. Otherwise, without this, every single act, delivering a letter, knocking on a door, would be a trespass. Now most trespass is a civil matter, not criminal. There's very few cases where criminal trespass exists, but I believe it does. Any experts care to weigh in? Please do. Now look, here's something I'd like to highlight, guys. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. It's a thorny bramble poking out right across the pedestrian walkway right there. That could be injurious to anybody coming in. And that looks like an electrical switch box right there that is sticking out right across there. Now, that doesn't look wide enough to me to get a wheelchair or somebody with a walking aid, and there's trip hazards there. So I think that's, you know, it could do better, guys. Come on. If you work here, perhaps you could report this. It's not very good, is it? This gate's been left open, anybody could walk in. Now thankfully I mean no harm and I'm not going to walk in, but you could see how it could be interpreted that way. Tut tut. But that's what these audits are for, guys. We can highlight these things. So this looks like some sort of code scanning device. Again, it looks broken, guys. Let me give you a look at that. Absolutely smashed there, look. You see that? That's not very good, is it? I don't know if that works or not, but again, if you work here, maybe raise this with your site facilities people. It's not great, is it? Got another one on this side. Perhaps that's why they haven't repaired the other one. We've got one right there, look. That's not broken. That seems to be okay. Sorry about the shaky camera work, chaps and chapesses. And what do we have on this side? Closed gate. A little bit of space under there. Nobody's getting through that. Do you know, I think I could get under that without too much trouble. Well, maybe a bit of trouble. I'm saying nothing. Not that I have any intention to do this, of course. That would be reckless and silly. Now look here, we've got another card reading type device. I'll shade the camera a little. There you go. You can bring your card up to that. Can you see the red light? Red LED? I certainly can. That's to scan and let you in for the uninitiated. And we've got an emergency switch up there which presumably shuts everything down. A couple of orange lights to warn of hazards. Haven't seen those running though. Now what can we see through here? Let's see if we can get the camera through the gap in the fence and get a look. There's not much interesting to see here really, is there? Some cars parked. A few staff must be here today. If we see anybody, we'll tell them about the defects we've noticed here. Not a huge car park. You can see some clear car park markings and what looks like well maintained footways. I don't know if you can see it from here, but we'll show you with the drone. But there's some fencing around the roof of that flat building in front of us there, presumably to stop people injuring themselves from the roof. You can see a camera on a pole up there. Let's give you a zoom on that, see if you can see it. get visibility from here. Top of that building's in the way. No, can't see it from here. Maybe just about, there it is. Look, I'm trying to focus in on it, but the camera's missing the detail and going for the fence instead. No, we'll do that with the drone if we can. Okay, so yeah, not much to see here. A little bit of wind, still within operational limits for the drone, so we'll get that up in a moment. Okay, so which way should we go first? Let's go for a walk. We've got our visitor and employee entrance on the left. Perhaps that's the one where we should go, because we're not a contractor or a heavy goods vehicle, and nor will we bringing goods in. So let's walk round to the visitor and employee entrance and see if anybody wants to come and talk to us at all. Be interesting to know exactly what they do here at Ball Corporation. It's fairly ambiguous sounding business. It's some sort of distribution by the looks because of the signage. Now, while we're walking here, maybe an opportunity to tell you a little bit about the sort of motivations I have in starting this channel. For me, I've always been into public photography, videography. It's something I've always liked to do. I'm also pretty passionate about nature and how humans have integrated with the natural world, and that includes buildings, machinery, and like most of the people who seem to follow my channel like machinery also. I like trucks, I like forklift trucks. I'm also keen to look at eco features. So I spot those, report on those, and the general state of the building. You know, we do these companies a favour. We tell them what's wrong and help them free advice, ladies and gentlemen, and free publicity as well. My audience may be small at the moment, but I know who you all are. Thank you for the support, really appreciate it, and hopefully we can grow this channel together. So here we are at the Northfield Drive entrance, Ball Corporation. Again, good signage, nicely maintained, nice fencing. I like to see good security on perimeter, that's really important. You need to deter the wrong sort of people from coming in. Now again, nice little safety feature here, guys. Reverse, all staff and visitors, reverse parking only. Correct, incorrect with some illustration there. I think this is obviously for safety. Don't quite know why it makes much of a difference. Presumably statistics show that you're much less likely to have an accident if you reverse park. I'm all for that. The law of large numbers and all that. So not much to see this side, guys. We've got some interesting blue painted drains here. Let's just give you a quick look at those. Not sure why they would be highlighted blue. That's a bit strange. Anybody know? Anybody with any inside knowledge care to enlighten me? Please chip in the comments. I'm always interested in learning new things. And my shadow there, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, why the blue drains? Do they need to be notified as blue? Look at the sky, ladies and gentlemen, isn't that beautiful? Not a cloud in it. Perfect drone weather, perfect photography weather. So yes, rear car park here, or perhaps it's the front, who knows. Automatic gate. Little alleyway down to the, what looks like a container or storage at the back there. See if I can peer through the railings for you, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Look across the yard, there's the entrance, flat roof building there, Ball Corporation signage. Flags at half mast, ladies and gentlemen. That's a little unusual, isn't it? Let's zoom in. You see that there? Flags at half mast. Now, I'm not a huge knowledge of flags, but to me that suggests somebody or something, is somebody's died, or perhaps they're in mourning for something. That's generally what flag codes, or those who observe them, would suggest. Or perhaps it's because it's being flown alongside the Union Jack flag, and flag code also says that nation flags must be displayed more prominently than things that are non-nations. Again, if somebody with more knowledge can correct me on this, please do chip in. I'll be very keen to learn. So we've got ourselves some grey containers there. Not sure what they would have inside of them. Possibly electrical or data hookups. I can see some cable feeds coming across there. Let me give you a zoom on that. There we go, look. Could be power, could be data center. It's difficult to tell, but yes, perhaps power. Can't see any other clues. Perhaps some underground transformers, something like this. Again, an industrial production plant, you would imagine it had high power requirements, in which case three-phase hookup is often the essential thing you need. So yeah, not much to see from this side. This is where the visitor entrance is though, ladles and jelly spoons. Oh, this is one thing I wanted to show you. This sign here, this is quite interesting. It's something called Flash Park. Warning. Look at that. Controlled parking area. This area is private property and is checked regularly. Drivers of unauthorised parked vehicles or vehicles that are incorrectly parked will be issued a parking charge notice, terms below. Contact landlords or agents for permission. £85, ladies and gentlemen. So that's interesting, isn't it? Does that mean it's parking control beyond the perimeter, or that the area out here is private? Because I don't see any other signs saying it was private. I don't see anything stopping us from accessing it. And indeed, there's somebody parked right there in the bushes. So perhaps they're illegally parked, although again, I don't see any cameras that would do this. You'd need ANPR, automatic number plate recognition, or readers, for those in the know, that would scan your number plate. So let's take a look at the entry system here. We've got 2 buttons on the intercom, one for reception, one for security. We have a sensor device that reads presumably some sort of ID badge or key fob that lets employees in and out, with lights in, invalid and out. We've got ourselves a little aerial on the top. Now I know a thing or two about these, so that to me looks like it's the right length for 2.4 gigahertz microwave or wireless, as you might know. Also allocated to the UK consumer domestic band. So there we go, that's that. That's the entrance pillar there. We seem to have another pedestrian entrance here, although this one is shut. Good to see that one closed up with a sensor on the door. Tensor sensor, ladies and gentlemen, right there. So presumably another one to read employee card details and let them in or out accordingly. Site safety signs, you know me and my signs, ladies and gentlemen. No smoking. Oops, it's a little dark. There we are, it's a better frame shot right there. No smoking, no unauthorised persons, blah 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 blah. A couple of don'ts, a couple of instructional signs, what you must do. The ones in blue there, don't ones are in red, and the warning ones are in yellow. CCTV premises. Interestingly, I have not spotted a camera on this side yet. Oh, there we go, there's one up there. Centre of that building up there. Let's see if I can spot that for you. And again, the camera's trying to focus on nearby things. Focus. There we go. There it is, ladies and gentlemen, Perseverance, another dome type camera, the ones that potentially can be moved. So we'll take a quick walk now round to the third entrance, which I believe is back this way, and we'll see what's going on there. That's the HGV and goods entrance. So while we're walking back, I will continue mentioning my motivations. I always wanted to do something like this in the public sphere, whereby I can document just what you can see. It seems to me that in years to come all this might change, and it maybe it'll serve as some kind of reminder of what happened here, what went on here, and again, what to some people is mundane and uninteresting, to others can be treasure. Personally, I love it, and if I love it, if the internet's taught me anything, it's that if I like it, there'll be other people out there that also like it. And the beauty of something like YouTube is that I can share it all with you guys, and those that enjoy this kind of thing can revel in it with me. Plus it's really good for me, walking out and about, getting fresh air, indulging my collective hobbies of making videos, taking photographs, flying my drone, and of course breathing in this wonderful air. It's a beautiful day. Hey, hey. As we come past our entrance where we were just now, we are looking for our contractors and heavy goods in. There we are, off to the right. That's where we're going now. That's where we're headed. Interesting to note as we walk past here that our visitors entrance gate, or sorry, our staff entrance gate is still wide open. Should we tell them and press the bell? I think we should. Ladies and gentlemen, is there a bell to press here? No, there isn't, is there? Oh goodness. Okay, maybe we'll do it at the other entrance, but we'll tell them it's the shift entrance where the gate is open. Nobody to tell. I was going to ring the bell, do my good deed for the day. So a little look back at the entrance there and where it sits in relation to the road on the estate coming in. No, this is the sort of bit that you can look at perimeters. Let's take a little look up here. We've got some fencing here, all publicly accessible, so we're completely within our rights to be here. But this fencing looks damaged, ladies and gentlemen. Just a little damage there where something or someone has gotten in. Probably wild animals looking at that. Foxes, cats, something along those lines. That looks like fox poop, ladies and gentlemen. Could be wrong. Again, any experts, chip in please. We've got ourselves a gate here. Rickety fencing alongside those big old drums there. Yeah, it seems to be reasonably secure, doesn't it? Although, who's coming up here apart from nosy parkers like me, ladies and gentlemen? Yes, indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, at the Bull Corporation Contractors Heavy Goods HGV and Goods In entrance. Here we are. This is the third and final entrance before we will take the drone over and have a look and see what we can see from the TrimAir Audits bird's eye view. This entrance has some faded blue drains, but this must be something to do with this place. The blue drains must be significant. Perhaps it means they're not connected to mains drainage, or it's for draining certain types of waste. Who knows? Again, if you know something, guys, chip in please. So here we are at the third. Oh, there's a chap here, maybe we can ask him. Here we are at the barrier. Not much of a barrier at this stage. We've got the barrier on the right hand side here, but it's only a partial barrier. Got a security box there, and a chap in high vis who may or may not wish to speak to us. Well, let's have a look at the sign here. Site safety, no smoking, the usual stuff, prohibited one, forklifts warning, pedestrians operating in this area, and site speed limit. Lots of machinery there. Oh, they're giving me a wave. More signage over here on this side. Hello mate. Okay today?
Alright.
Yeah, I'm okay, thank you my friend. How are you?
I'm good. You want down to film here?
Yeah, I'm just having a look.
No, you're not allowed to film here.
Why not?
No, because this is an provincial place, so you can't film here. You need the permission from the inside manager.
Well, no, I don't think so, sir. I think.
And you are filming me as well without any permission.
Well, it's a public road, sir.
Yeah, but you can't film inside. What is going on?
Is that what you think? That I can't film inside?
Yeah, you're filming inside.
No, you're mistaken, sir.
Inside.
I can film inside. I can film or take photographs of anything I can see from the public road.
Yeah, you can see from public road.
Yeah.
You're coming here.
But I'm not inside, sir. I'm not inside. Where does your
You're getting near to the barrier.
But where does your property start, sir?
Sorry, what?
Where is the edge? Where is the edge?
Yeah.
So I haven't gone further than this, have I?
Yeah, you haven't got, but you're coming there.
I'm coming close, yeah, but that's okay. That's fine. You're allowed to. You can come out and talk to me if you like, but I'm not doing anything wrong.
Yeah, you're not doing anything.
But I'm allowed to film in here. I can look inside. That's allowed.
Yeah,
I'm allowed to do.
You can look
Yeah.
inside, but you can't film what's going on inside.
Well, I think I
with the
can.
camera.
No, I can.
No, that's
No,
what
but
I'm
sir,
saying. You can't.
but you're
you
mistaken,
can't
sir.
film.
You're mistaken.
No, what I'm trying to say is, you can't film inside what's going on, because that's a private place. Like what's going on inside, you can't film without any permission.
Okay, but I can, sir. I can film because I'm outside.
No, please try to understand. What I'm saying is,
Yeah.
you can see, but you can't film and without any permission, isn't it? You can't film any permission. You're filming me without my
But
permission.
with respect, sir, you've walked right up to me.
Yeah, that's what
and
I'm
I'm outside. I'm on public land,
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah,
making a
but
film for
when
myself
you're
today
filming-
about
when
your
you're filming
premises.
me-
But you walked up to me. You see?
Yeah, I'm understand.
You walked up to me.
I understand.
Yeah. If you don't want to be filmed, then you need to move out of my shop.
Yeah, I'll be
Yeah.
going, but you can't film inside what's going on.
Well, what
That's
is
what
going
I'm
on?
saying.
Would you tell me what you
Like,
do here?
what the process is going on here?
Are you allowed to tell me what's going on here?
Sorry, what?
Are you allowed to tell me what's going on here? What do you do here?
It's a production plant.
Production. So you
Yes.
make things, yeah?
Yes.
It smells nice.
No, not really.
No, you don't. I suppose you're here all the time, right? So you have to smell it all the time, yeah?
But
Yeah.
but what I say is you can't film here. That's why I'm saying that.
Well, no, I could understand you saying that if I'd asked to come in and you say no, then I don't come in. So,
Yeah, that's what I'm
but that's
saying.
what I do. I don't come in because I don't want to disturb you.
Yeah, I know,
You've come
I
up to
know,
me,
I know.
all right?
Yeah.
You've got better things to do than come and talk to me.
No, I've seen your channel. Is that?
You've seen my channel?
Yeah, is that, I think it's for YouTube, but.
Oh yes, I do. I am on
Audit
YouTube.
button.
Yeah. Oh, who do you think I am?
I think you are the person who films the audit bit. but I'm not sure.
There's plenty of us, sir. There's plenty of us, and we mean no harm. You know we mean no harm.
I know.
Are you security?
Yes.
Okay, a couple of things I've got for you.
Right.
Do you know that round the other entrance, the contractor entrance,
Right.
somebody has left the gate open?
Yeah, that gate is still on working condition. So
But
like,
it's
that's
open?
Not, yeah, that's not.
So
working.
anybody could walk in?
That's not working at the moment.
Okay, so you know about
there's
this, yeah?
no- yeah. There's no
And you know
security
there is a
at
broken, the
side.
scanner which reads the key fob, that is also broken.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
damaged, it's exposed to the elements,
yes, we
yeah?
know that.
You know
We
that,
know
okay, no, that's okay,
we,
yeah.
we informed our company and they're working on that.
Mhm.
So the person who is regarding that person is not here
Sure.
at the moment. So even when we come on the working day, he's going to fix it soon. That's
Okay,
why.
well it's been very nice to talk to you, thank you. My name's Steve, what's your name?
My name is Van.
Van?
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Van. Thank you for the information. It's been very pleasant today.
please,
But if I can just tell you one thing from
Right,
today, is
right.
that I am allowed to do this. And I know you would rather I didn't, but I mean you no harm.
Right.
Okay, I am allowed to do this. I'm a public photographer as long as I stay on
Yeah.
public land.
Yeah, well, I
All right,
understand
and I
that.
wish you no harm. I'm not going to come and rob you or
Yeah,
anything like this.
No, I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
You can't film inside.
But I
like,
can.
coming-
I think this is what I'd like to do. Part of what I do is to educate, and I tell people the truth about what's about the law. I am allowed to do this.
Right.
Okay. And most people don't understand that that's the case. I am allowed to do it, and I'm going to do it. I'll just let you know I'm going to do it. And one more thing I'll let you know, I'm going to fly my drone over and take pictures from the air. Okay?
Well,
I'm just telling you out of courtesy. I don't need permission. Okay?
Yeah, well, I'm not sure about that. I need to ask my manager.
Well, maybe
about
you
it.
that's fine. You
Yeah,
tell your manager. That's
because
fine.
I'm
I've got
not
yeah,
sure-
yeah.
well,
No,
I'm
that's
not
okay.
entirely
That's
sure
okay.
If you can fly
Yeah.
the drone and you can't film, like, can you film or not? Because I'm not entirely, assure you that can you film or not. So
Well,
I'll speak. to the
I know I
manager.
can. You tell the manager. That's
Yeah,
fine.
that's fine, that's
I'm
fine.
happy
I
for you
mean,
to
I'll
do
keep
that. I would
security
like
guard.
you to do that because then if anybody sees it, they're not going to be alarmed. They're not going to go, "What's this?" Because
No,
I've already
they
tell you
ask
I'm
me
doing. You see?
anyway.
Yeah.
I'm answerable to them.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I'm the
absolutely. No, I
security-
respect
I'm
this
the
completely,
security
completely.
for-
Yeah.
they appointed
Do you
me as
work for this
security.
company or are you a contractor?
Yeah, I can't reveal all the information what I do, but what I can say is I'm the security
Okay.
guard for the Ball Corporation right now.
Okay.
So, and
Yep.
so
I'll give you one piece of information that you may or may not know.
Yeah.
If you work for Ball,
Yeah.
that's fine. But if you work as a private company, a private
Right.
contractor, you must display your SIA license.
No, I work for Ball. That's fine.
You work for Ball, that's
Yeah.
okay. You probably knew this, but it's part, as
Yes.
I say, part of
Yes,
what
I
I do
know.
is to educate and I spread knowledge. Okay,
Yes.
so I'm going to take the drone over. Very short flight.
just
I'll
give
be
me a
10 or
sec.
15 minutes.
Look, just give me a sec. I'll speak with the manager.
Okay,
who's
maybe
inside,
I can wait
and
for a
then-
couple of minutes, but
yes.
I have come. I've got a lot to get through today.
Mhm.
Okay, so out of courtesy, I'll give you a couple of minutes, but I am going to take the drone over today.
Right, just give me a couple of minutes.
Yep.
I'll confirm.
Okay, thank you. I'll wait for a few minutes. Thank you. Well, he was nice, ladies and gentlemen. Mistaken about two things. One, that I can't. He says I can't film what I can see from here because it's private. Yes, I can. If they want privacy, they have to create it. And the other thing is the drone. He says I'm not allowed to do it. He needs to get permission. He's not sure. Well, as I've already said, we're just telling out of courtesy. Yeah, we don't need permission. We don't even need to tell out of courtesy. But because I'm polite and I don't want to cause alarm, I will tell them. Now, as you heard what he said, ladies and gentlemen, he is going to tell his manager, and he's asked me to wait. Now, I've told him I'll wait maybe 2 or 3 minutes, but I'm not waiting too long because I came here to do this, and I want to do it while the wind is still reasonable, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to say I've come a long way, but I haven't. I live in this town. So while we're here, while we're waiting just a moment, I'll continue with our purpose, which is document this entrance here. We have got ourselves here a sign: visitors and employees shift car park, contractors heavy goods and goods in. Right there. A nice big fence here and a gate, which I presume they close at night. We've done the signs there. Now we've got some interesting stuff up here. Private property, please do not litter. Well, of course we won't litter. But he told me where the property finishes and ends, so we haven't trespassed, we haven't gone into private property. Now look at this, ladies and gentlemen, we've got ourselves some bottled oxygen cylinders and other gases. Presumably there's some acetylene in there. I recognise the brown one as acetylene. There's probably CO2, nitrogen, all gases that might be used in production. Again, anyone with any knowledge, please chip in. We've got some warning signs up there, ladies and gentlemen. What does it say? Caustic detergents, oils and coatings, ladies and gentlemen. All very interesting, all stored here. Well, now we've got a truck coming in. Let's give you a look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Very interesting stuff. There we go, he's on the phone in there talking to his guys, and we're getting a look at that truck coming in. Barrier coming down, that's good to see. We like to see the barrier coming down. It shows they take security seriously. Only half a barrier though, guys, or they've attempted to put something across there. Here comes our friend. Hiya.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I got a confirmation with my manager.
Yes.
He's saying that as long as you're outside the plant,
Yes.
you are allowed to film.
Thank you,
and
sir.
you are allowed to fly the drone as well.
Thank you,
but
sir.
once it enters into the plant area, like if it falls or drops down, so that's going to be...
Yeah, no, that's,
so make
I
sure you
appreciate that.
don't-
I will be, listen, sir,
Yeah.
if I give you some assurances now,
Right.
I'm a qualified pilot, I have done the training, I am certified,
Yeah.
and I'm flying a 249 gram drone. It's very, very light. It weighs, four of them weigh less than a bag of sugar, sir.
Okay.
About the weight of a small bird.
Yeah.
If I let go of the controls, the drone will hover in place.
Yeah, well, I understand.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm
And if,
trying to let you
if in
know.
the extremely unlikely event there's an accident and it falls, then you can come to me. I'm fully insured, and you can claim from me. Okay.
Sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir. It's been a pleasure. Been a real pleasure. Can I shake your hand today?
Yeah,
Thank you. You're very professional, sir,
Yeah.
and you're going to look very good on my YouTube channel. Thank you very much indeed. Have a good day now. Take care. Thank you. Bye bye. Well, he was lovely, ladies and gentlemen. He was charming. I always said it was my mission to educate, and he's been educated. He accepts. He spoke to his manager. I gave him that courtesy, even though I didn't need to, but I did it because I'm polite. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we're going to take Doris up for a very quick look and get a look at what Ball Corporation looks like from the TrimAir Audits bird's eye view. Right, so here we are out Ball Corporation, about to do our drone flight. We've done our drone assist checks, we are clear to fly. Quick visual check up and down before we go, and security are now aware we're doing this, and he is educated that we are allowed to, ladies and gentlemen. We'll start our rotors, final check, and up we go. See what we can see here, ladies and gentlemen. Now, it's a production plant, as our thoughtful and helpful security chap said. So let's get up to a good altitude of about 40 metres. Sorry, it's quite loud here, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a ground barrier. Let's see if I can show you something here from the ground. We've got a truck coming out. Let's give you a look from the air. And you can watch it on the ground camera as well. It should be. So that's on the ground there. There he is on the right there. That chap there. The barrier's just come up here. So everyone assumes he's about to come out. We'll keep an eye and see if he comes. In the meantime, so he's right in front of those hazardous chemical stores. I wonder if he's dropping off or picking something up there. So while we wait for him, I'm just wondering how long to wait before we continue with the flight, ladies and gentlemen. There we go, we've got a truck reversing here. Look at this, we've got ourselves some trucking action from the get-go. I do like a bit of trucking action. Beep, beep, beep as he reverses there. Oh, now I think I know what's happening here. He's going to put alongside that other one. It always amazes me, the skill of these guys. Absolutely tremendous. There we go, give you the whole picture there. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Amazing stuff. Absolutely amazing. I couldn't do it. Clearly not. I'm not telling you what I do for a job, but it's not driving trucks, let's just say that. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, look at that skill. Marvellous. That's quite enough of that though. Let's get a good look around this site while we can. Plenty of battery. Zoom all the way out. Now there's the main site. Manufacturing said our helpful security guard, but I bet they distribute out of here as well. There's too many trucks. Now they must receive goods inwards and process them in some way. Haven't seen the fire suppression stuff yet. And that's where the site goes all the way down that side, look. Okay, let's get ourselves a little more altitude, get up to about 45, there we are. And take a good fly around, have a good nosy. See what we can see here. No solar panels as yet. Perhaps I should have asked our nice security guy about that. Flat roofs, bit of water collecting there. It was very good of him to listen to our reports. We told him what was wrong, we did our bit. He knew all about that. He's a proper professional security guard there. He works for the company, ladies and gentlemen, so he doesn't need SIA accreditation or to put it on display. And I personally felt he was very professional. A credit to his organisation, a credit to Ball Corporation. He went to his superior, and I gave him the grace. even though I didn't have to. Yeah, it's very professional. A credit to your organisation, sir, if you are watching this. He might have thought I was auditing Britain, but I'm of course TrimAir Audits. I probably should have told him really who I was. He's no threat to me, clearly. Bit of car park stuff there, guys. I'm going to give you a little good look around. The site's not as big as I thought it was, actually. I expect it to be a bit bigger and a bit more interesting from up here. Let's go across and we'll turn around and look back. You can always tend to see more from the distance. There's that chimney there. We need to make sure we're clear of that. This looks good, doesn't it? So let's turn around here and get a look back. It's a big site, but so not a great deal to see from here. Makes me wonder why they're a little worried about me looking at private property, because there really isn't much to see. Those trucks parked up there was quite interesting, watching the skill of the reversing going on there. That's always fascinated me, how they do these things. As I said, it's totally beyond me. Okay, so we'll fly back across the site now. Okay, let's get a bit of speed on. I'm using cinematic mode now to improve camera. What do we see down here? There's our two trucks again. I don't see any solar panels, guys. Another truck manoeuvring there. Let's get a look at that. Lots of trucking action in this one, guys. Lots of trucking action. That one's got the Menzies brand on it. We should see him come past. There's him. He's coming out right now. Alrighty, there he is. There we go, and he's off. You see him on the old body cam, which I'll put up there for you. Barrier's going down again there. And off he goes up the road there. Super. So we've got some skips. There's the stuff we identified from the ground on our walk around down there. Security box, propane tanks. What I think they used to fill the forklifts up. Let's go and have a little look at that, shall we? Let's get directly above that and zoom in. Yeah, casting big shadows on the ground this time of day. Look, there's the whole picture there. And now I'll zoom all the way in for you. Not sure we can see a great deal from up here, but it's worth a look, isn't it? There we go. Clear marked walkways, always essential in safety areas such as this. Well, guys, I think that's about as much as we're going to get here, so I think it's time to bring Doris down. I've seen what we came here to see, so let's get ourselves refixed here. And for our touchdown point, yeah. There's little old me on the ground there, but we don't want to see that, do we, ladies and gentlemen? No, 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 no. Not interesting. Not interesting in the slightest. Let's get the visual fix on it from down here. There we go, and down we come. So let's correct the camera. And then bring her down, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. All stop. All stop. Marvellous. So there we are, folks. That was Bull Corporation, Northfield, Milton Keynes. So let's summarise. On the positive side, the standout point has to be their security guard. Too many are confrontational and outright rude, whereas Van here was just the sort of person you want in a public-facing role. He handled the situation politely and professionally, and he did his job, ladies and gentlemen. He started off insisting I wasn't allowed, but he listened to what I said. He checked it with his boss, who agreed with me, and then he came back to inform me I was correct, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is what this is all about. When I started the channel, education was one of my stated objectives, and there we go, I was able to do that today, so that's made me smile. Van here is a credit to Bull Corporation and to his profession, and that has also made me smile. He's a rare type of person who's prepared to accept they might be wrong, he's prepared to listen and be educated, and is the ideal interaction as far as auditing is concerned. As for the rest, the building perimeter is generally secure with good signage, appears mostly well landscaped and maintained throughout. Walkways and hazardous areas appear clearly marked, with hazardous materials stored securely away from main buildings, clear signage indicating their contents. All jolly good stuff to see there. On the negative side, there is clearly an issue with pedestrian gates and access control equipment at the staff entrance, and accessibility issues with overgrown bushes and a large electrical box partially obstructing the pedestrian access. That's not so good there, is it, guys? On the eco side, I didn't spot any solar panels or EV charging points. Again, if I'm wrong and I've missed these, please feel free to drop a comment below. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. It really helps me grow my new channel. And if you'd like to see more from me, please consider giving me a sub. Feel free to share my content and do let me know in the comments below with any answers to any questions raised in the video. Thanks again, guys. See you soon. Cheers.